My name is John Boyne. I'm the author of The Boy at the Top of the Mountain, which is a YA book set during the Second World War.
My name is Simon Mayo and I have written Blame. I'll be talking about this book, which is set a few years in the future and is largely set in a prison somewhere in North London as a prison riot and an escape and stuff around that.
Probably every writer who's here at the festival is here because when they were a young person they were interested in reading. You know, that's where it all started for them. And as young people, I think you're always trying to read something which is maybe older than your age. You're always trying to be more advanced on it. So when I think about writing for young people, that's what I try to do. I try not to talk down to them and not patronize them. Just try to write something that would be challenging them in some way.
Yes, I think anyone who's read books like John's will know that there's very little difference between what is perceived as YA fiction and what is adult fiction. The themes are very strong, the themes can be very dark, the language can be strong, the language can be dark. I just went where this story led me, and the story led me to have a 16-year-old girl with an 11-year-old brother locked up in prison. That was the starting point, and so I think if I'd been writing it for grown-ups, it would have been exactly the same story.
Well, I guess what I always learn is that at kids, because I often do adult events and kids events, that the kids events are best for the questions, because you never know what they're always going to ask you something insane. You know, I've been asked, do you know Wayne Rooney?
Yeah. How much do you earn?
What kind of car do you drive? Yeah. These questions come up a lot. But at the same time, though, when you're talking about serious subjects, you know, you can get them interested in things that aren't necessarily vampires and things like that. You know, something more real about the world.
I think it's very, even if you've got nieces and nephews or children, grandchildren, whatever, it's very easy to lose track of how young people talk because they don't talk the same as the way I did when I was their age or John did. So I think it's very useful from that point of view. Plus, it's a genuine thrill to go out and to go out and meet your audience and hear what they think. And if someone has to see someone actually reading your book and to say, I don't get what you mean by this on page 27, how fantastic is that? You know, so try and keep me away. I love doing events like this.
Well, I mean, it's always fun. I think I've been here 5 or 6 times, and you know, as the day goes on and the crowds are all out sitting out and little kid eating ice cream over there, you know, and reading, it's just great to meet other authors, meet readers, just be part of. We live solitary lives sometimes as writers, and this kind of thing gets us out of the house.
Edinburgh is such a fantastic city to come and visit anyway, and August is the greatest time to come to Edinburgh, and I've come here for many years, either working for Radio 2 or working at the book festival or doing something. And there's a buzz about the place, and if you're I know we're in a square and we're surrounded by tents and it's all a bit unreal, but people are excited about books and stories, and so this is a great place to be, you know, to spend a few hours. Why would you go anywhere else?
I went to see John Boyne and Simon Mayo. Very interesting. Interesting to see where the kernel of the ideas came from. One was a dream, apparently, which is quite interesting. And they both talked in a very engaging way about both their books, which we both then gone and bought, so it's quite nice. We live in Edinburgh, so we come every year, and it's we try and see as much as we can, really.
In some respects, we're very different books, in that one was about something very much in the future, whereas John's book is very much about things that are in the past. But what connected them was this whole issue around heritage crime and how things from the past continue to influence us in the future, and indeed here in the present. So it was a very entertaining discussion, very humorous, which was lovely. And you got to hear a little bit more about the process of writing the books themselves, which was very interesting. Well, today the sun is shining, so how could we not love it? And you meet so many lovely people. I was speaking to a lady who, it turns out, she had been teaching people who were immigrants following the Hungarian Revolution. It's just amazing, the different people that you meet.
It was really interesting. We They talked a lot about young adult literature and the industry and publishing.
We're English teachers, we're studying to teach young adult literature, so for us it was really interesting to hear their points of views.
Especially because next week we're learning how to teach Boyne the Striped Pyjamas, which is very relevant because it's obviously John Boyne, so that's why we saw it and we were like, we can't really miss this event.
The atmosphere here is really, really nice. Everybody seems really friendly, and it's just everybody's here to enjoy reading.
It's really good to see so many young children coming and enjoying the book festival and getting really involved as well.